Okay. So a little bit of backstory, I guess. Last week, or somewhere around there, about almost 7 days ago, I joined an Astroneer server. And instantly started working on perhaps my largest multiplayer project. Yeah, I've gotten quite far. Just some small bits left. So I wanna final stretch. I've put it all more in a line this time, and here we have two idiots over there. Yeah. On the Discord server, I don't call them stupid, but I probably shouldn't in this video either, but let's just say it like that. I don't really trust them in this machine. Like, at some point they're probably gonna break it. But another thing, more of a side quest, took about 3 days. It's God, like, who is the fool that moved the RTGs? Yeah. I should have made a sorting system that actually sorts everything and not just the resources. Because before you know it, extenders will make it in the system. And I don't even sort extenders. I don't even sort exochips, because exochips is a pain in the butt. So it took quite a few nanocarbon to set this up. But in the end, I think it was worth it. It is functional. And yeah, we have more hydrazine than we'll probably ever need. I could probably go more in depth on this storage system, although it's mostly just a ripoff of Kuya Games storage or sorter. So yeah, not really anything special. So what we have here is what I like to call the Great Mess, because this is the place where everything that isn't sorted goes to. Although I will probably try to clean this up before I move out of the base. I cannot guarantee. I'll probably just leave it here, as I'm getting tired of the guys that stay at this base. But yeah, the sorter is over on this side, and wraps around the hole we have here. And the hole is so goddamn big that I first started up with a flat spot like over at the entrance. And it got real steep, so I made another flat spot around here. And another one here. So there's 3 different levels of flat in this base, not to make it feel like incredibly steep at the end. But yeah, we sort basically any resource except like laterite and that shit, because you don't need that. You don't need that in a sorter. You just smelt it and then sort the aluminum. Because laterite and malachite and that, it really doesn't have any use outside of that. So we also, I also do have scrap here, but I'm not using it for anything. And I have some organic just standing here in the corner. I'll probably use this to fill up the organic tank over there, and the carbon tank that is somewhere here. Or tank and tank, it's canisters, who cares? And over here we have an attempt on creating an automatic seed farm. So when we get to the point where we need more seeds again for the snails, then I'll probably start up again experimenting, but right now there's no real use for it. All I have to figure out to make it work is a clock in reality. So here we have the smelter. A bit of a knockoff storage. And then we have the printer table. Every printer, and we can print basically anything. Have a bunch of nanocarbon just stocked up in the back. So yeah, this thing, depending on what you need to print, it can print a lot of it. And it looks like I have more than enough chemistry labs for what I'm gonna do. Let's just place them down. So there is a few things about the original design that I decided to change upon, which I can go and look at it. So let's so first of all, the original two shredders, when properly testing them, they didn't work quick enough. So I switched out for a medium platform or a large platform B, put a storage on it, and 4 shredders on top. Now there is supposed to be some dummy items like, for example, organic here, just to make sure that all of the scrap appears here. And here is one important detail to why you can't use resource canisters for this. And that is because resource canisters, if you want them to have enable output on, you cannot take it from something that is on the same platform. Like the scrap, when it's done here, it will try to go to an open slot. And since the resource canister has the output enabled, that slot will be counted as open as far as I understand it, unless you use an auto arm, because they ignore those basic rules. And also another thing is item priority. So an item will prioritize going into a storage over going into like a slot on the platform itself. So even if I leave this open, which I don't intend to. Scrap itself would still end up on this storage. And that's because of how the priority works. Or that's just what I've observed over the years I've played. So, for an example, if I turn this one on, enable the output on this, and then let's just take this for an example. I put it here. The auto arm picks it up, and it can put it into the canister. And now then, if I just move this over to over to here, and let's do enable output first. Now it will instantly pop in, but I'm gonna take this off. Now it will not go in. And that's because this one is trying to feed out items, not take in items. So if you don't use an auto arm, this will not take in any items whatsoever. But a storage, that will have priority. So even though this slot, these slots are closer, the storage silo still has priority, and so the item will end up there. So that's the quick way to use auto arms and on larger platforms in order to make sure that the items you want on the other end end up on the other end, because the items an auto arm delivers have only a certain amount of reach. So if this auto arm puts something here, and it will not be able to take up a priority slot over here. Alright, so I think at least. Let's try that. Let's just do that. So the storage is over here, and this item should not get priority. And there we go. And that's Astroneer Science for the day. If you want more updates from my time on this server, feel free to tell me that in the comments. If you want to know how to get on the server, and also just say that in the comments. Anyways, that's it for the day. Goodbye.